With Shaykh and his himmat, things are starting to run by itself and grow up some, inshallah. We want people to be in tariqat to become more grown up, more mature, more independent, more helpful, more running to do the work, what is for you. And there's thousands of things for you to do. So with Shaykh and his blessings, one of the things that our brothers have been doing for the past few years is this, reciting one juz every day in this month, so that towards the end of the month of Ramazan, the Dargah would have completed the Hatim. So in this month, always the recitation of the Quran is going on in the Dargah. Alhamdulillah. They are starting to do it without me saying too many things, because you're starting to see the benefits and the blessings of it. And the blessings is there for everyone, inshallah. So, as it is the sunnah, the custom, let me say, of the salihin and the custom of the awliya Allah, for everyone to get the benefit, so everyone will recite together the last few surahs of the Quran Kareem. So it is as if everyone has recited the whole Quran through the whole month. And for you to do it by yourself is something. For you to do it within your family is another. For you to do it in the masjid is another. For you to do it in the dargah now. Oh, dargah. Dargah of Sultan al-Awliya and Sahib al-Saif. You are going to see the blessings and you're going to understand the maqams later. Right now, everywhere it is confusion. Everywhere it is dusty. As Shaykh Effendi always says, you will see when the dust settles who is in front, whether it is a horse or it's a donkey. We are continuing the work that he has set to us. We are not wanting anything. And we are continuing it, inshallah, until the day we die. For us and our children to continue this. This gives us honor, this gives us meaning. This keeps us clean in this Akhir Zaman, this gives us purpose. And this gives us protection. Because the protection is in the Jamaat. And this Jamaat is not any Jamaat, but it's the Jamaat of Sahib al-Saif, Osmanlı Naqshbandi, alhamdulillah. So for that we are thanking our Shaykh. We are thanking the Holy Prophet ﷺ. All thanks and all praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us to go through this. Inshallah, may it be accepted. Tonight is the 27th. Tonight is traditionally the whole ummah, just whether it is falling on the 27th, earlier or later, it doesn't matter too much for those ones who have been preparing for this Laylatul Qadr from the month of Rajab and who is treating the nights as holy. Shaykh Effendi once said, oh, if only, forget Laylatul Qadr, if you only understand what is the extreme blessings that is coming down on any night that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving to us, especially in this Akhir Zaman, that time you're not going to ask or be interested too much when is Laylatul Qadr, because you are treating every night as something very precious, which it is. But for the sake of custom and everyone to get together, we're also doing this on this 27th night. Not to mean that tomorrow everyone is going to take a break. Make the intention, at least. This Ramazan is supposed to give us to make good habits. Good habits. If you decide to break these habits after Ramazan, don't blame Allah, don't blame Ramazan. Don't say, oh, we need Ramazan. Because you already decide to break the habits. What are the habits that you're supposed to get? These are divine habits. These are sunnats. These are habits. Good habits. You're supposed to move away from the animal characteristics that you have. not to be so holding on tightly to it, not to be running after it. You're supposed to find more pleasure in the ibadats. Now, if you are starting to do this properly, and you are not looking at Ramazan only because you don't eat, later you're going to jump into food and you're going to be so full and to be so lazy that Qiyamul Layl is something that you hate it so much, it's difficult for you to do, then you're not even having a good habit. If you are going to be not taking the Taraweeh seriously, then you're not making these good habits. Then that time, even if you are doing it but it's not affecting your heart, you cannot have these habits past Ramazan. But what we want is for these habits to be there for us even after Ramazan has finished, for the blessings to continue. So, first for myself and for others, we must look at these habits that we have, understand what are the good ones, practices. We're doing it for over 30 days. So we need to try to continue it after. Inshallah, that time we are preparing for the next. We're preparing for the next. And we're preparing for the next. What is it that we're preparing for? The holy days and nights. As the whole of Ramazan, everyone is preparing for Laylatul Qadr. Then after Ramazan, you're preparing for the next holy night. What is it? Your body must change towards that. Your spirit must want that. What is after Eid al-Fitr? What? Qurban. Now you're going to get ready for Qurban. You're going to understand what that Qurban is. You're going to understand what the physical aspects of the Qurban, and you're going to try to understand what is the meaning, what is the spirit of that Qurban. Is not to cut an animal and to eat. Understand that. Then you're getting ready for Qurban. After the Qurban, before you turn left and right, you're getting ready for Ashura. And you're starting to see now a pattern. From the 3 holy months up till Ashura, how many months is that? From the 3 holy months up till Ashura, how many months is that? Don't sit there not knowing your math. You guys are much better at it than me and say 3 months. 6 months. There are 12 months, you understand? 6 months of that, the holiest times it is in that. Half of the year. So this is how the believer should be moving. Not like kafir kind of calendar, looking for only holidays to finish your ego and shopping. You are murids. We are trying to be. So our calendar has to be different. 6 months. At least our spirit, half of the year, our spirit must move towards the holy times. Now tell me, if half of the year you're looking at it, you're doing it properly. Tell me the other half of the year, you're going to turn and you're going to run after your ego. Impossible. Those who are doing things sincerely, it's impossible. You're going to run. You may break a little bit, you may become weak a little bit, but your course is already set. You're not going to be tricked. You cannot be. Don't let the dunya to fool you and to pull you in this ahir of ahir zaman. So, move away from having a business relationship with your Lord. Move away from looking at holy days and nights just to collect the sawab, to collect the blessings. Move away from that. We are murids. We're trying to make ourselves to become servants, to clean ourselves. If you're not looking to these holy months to clean yourself, if you don't even know what is it that you need to clean, how you can be clean. If you're not looking at the month of Ramazan to say, these are my animal characteristics, I must know them, I must look at them, I must concentrate, and I must ask that Allah leave Allah gives me the power to leave all these animal characteristics. If you concentrate on that, you will come out from Ramazan better than when you enter. Because you're catching the ego by its throat every single day. But if you're not looking and you're not thinking, you're not understanding, tariqat is for men of understanding. That's why our tariqat especially, it is based on sohbat. Sohbat is for people of understanding. How many times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is praising men of understanding in the Quran Kareem? It is not for robots. When you start to understand, that's the time you start to change. That's the time you start to take your ego and put it under your feet. That's the time you are taking your will that Allah has given you and you're using it for the sake of Allah. That's the time you're not going to follow the religion just as someone like a robot following it. We are the people who are in the last days. We are the last ones in the last days. Not too many days left until big events are going to happen. Do not let these days and nights, and these months and years to pass by empty. It is not the same. You cannot make it the same, otherwise you are going to be questioned why you're holding that spot and why you're not making progress. We must try. We must try very hard, and these are the times, in these nights, that we ask Allah for more help for us to try better. May Allah raise the station of Sahib al-Saif. May Allah raise the station of Sultan al-Awliya, inshallah. May Allah forgive me and bless you. Al-Fatiha.